So this is language lesson 13. Today we're going to talk, we've been talking about our nouns. We've learned about people, places, and things, and ideas are nouns. We've learned about compound nouns. Today we're going to learn about a special noun. This special noun is called a proper noun. And what you have to remember about a proper noun is that proper nouns always begin with capital letters, always. If it is a proper noun, it will have a capital letter. So, let's talk about people. Now, most nouns, if they're not a proper noun, then they are just a common noun, okay? So let's talk about people and let's name some common nouns. So for people, we have brother, we have girl, we have man, we have doctor. These are all people. They're just common nouns. But when we give them a name, when we talk about a particular brother, or we talk about a particular girl, or a particular man, or a particular doctor, when we give them a name, they become proper nouns, and that proper noun must begin with a capital letter. So let's think about brother. I have a brother, and his name is David. So David is a proper noun, and it begins with a capital D. Let's talk about girl. My granddaughter is a girl, and her name is Jaden. So her name begins with a capital J. I know a man. My son-in-law is a man, and his name is Charles. And a doctor, I know Dr. Brown. I've given him a name. His name is Dr. Brown. Now notice each and every one of my proper nouns that I have written begin with a capital letter, because that's what capital nouns do. They name a specific person or a specific place or a specific thing, and names have capital letters, right? So that's going to be easy to remember. Next, let's talk about a place. We can talk about a restaurant. That is a noun, right? Or we can talk about a park. A park is a place, right? Or we can talk about a school. A school is a place, right? But now let's go back to our restaurant, and let's give this restaurant a name. One of my favorite places to eat is, what's the name of it? Oh, Italian, I'm saying it's an Italian restaurant. It's Italian Oven. That's one of my favorite places to eat. So I've given my restaurant a name, so now it is proper. Italian Oven. So now it will have capital letters because it is now a proper noun. Let's talk about a park. The name of a park. Concord Park. So our park now has a name, so we will give it a capital letter because that is its name. Concord Park. We now have a proper noun. And let's talk about a school. If we talk about the name of a school, we give it a name, Living Word Christian Academy, then that will be capitalized because it is a proper noun. Living, of course I had to pick the longest named school ever, Living Word Christian Academy. So that is all capitalized. It is a proper noun because it's talking about a particular place, a place that has a name, okay? And then a thing. We get some examples here for things. Oh, well, duh. If we're talking about a river is a thing, right? Or a book is a thing, right? What else could be a thing in here? A day of the week is a thing, right? All right, so if we're talking about a river, let's talk about a particular river, a river that has a name. Let's talk about the Mississippi River. Mississippi is a proper noun because it is the name of the river that we are talking about. Mississippi River, proper noun. It's a particular river. A book. What book could we say? Little Women. I like that book. So Little Women is a particular book. It is a proper noun because we're not talking about just any old book. We're talking about this particular book, Little Women. And then a day. It could be any day of the week, a month, any month of the year. But for day, we will say Saturday. Who enjoys their Saturdays? So Saturday is a particular day. It is a proper noun. So proper nouns, everybody say must. Everybody say be. And everybody say capitalized. When you write a proper noun, it must be capitalized. All right, so get your language books out. You may pause your video to do so. And open your books to page 32. On page 32, you are going to complete this page on your own. All the information that I have given you here. You can go back and look at your video, whatever you need to do. This information is more than enough information to help you complete page 32. Now I want you to turn to look at page 33. After you complete page 32, remote students, remember it needs to go in your folder behind. You can put it either behind the day you're on or the day before. I'm mixed up on what day I'm doing videos for right now, but either put it the day before or the day we're on right now. And my other students put it in your red folder to bring to class to me. All right, so on page 33 though, I do want to do some of this together. It says underline all the common nouns. Remember, a common noun is just any old people, place, or thing. Brother, girl, man, doctor, restaurant, park, school, river, book, day. Any old particular one. And then capitalize all the proper nouns. The first one is done for you. So it says the announcer said that Bill Edwards won the contest. So the what? Announcer is a noun. Bill Edwards is a person, so that's a noun. And won the what? Contest. So contest is a noun. So they underlined announcer in contest, but they capitalized Bill Edwards because that is a proper noun. Let's look at number 2. The state of Louisiana is shaped like a boot with its toe in the Gulf of Mexico. The what? State of what? Louisiana. But are we talking about a particular state here? We are, so we have to capitalize Louisiana. So cross out your L and put a capital L above it. It's shaped like a what? Boot, underline it. With its what? Toe, underline it. In the what? Gulf of Mexico. Are we talking about a particular body of water here? We are, Gulf of Mexico. So you need to cross out that lowercase g, put a capital G above it. Of stays the same, and cross out your lowercase m and put a capital M above it. Number 3, the largest state in our country was Texas until Alaska became a state in 1959. So the largest what? State in our what? Country was what? Texas. Particular state here. Cross out your little T and put a capital T above it. That is a proper noun. Until Alaska, another particular state here. Cross out your little A, put a capital A above it. It is proper. Became a what? A state in what? 1959. That's kind of weird to think of a number as a noun, but they do have it underlined in my book, 1959. And we're going to do one more together. Perhaps the greatest writer in England was William Shakespeare. So writer, or perhaps the what? Greatest? No. The what? Writer? Yes. Writer is a noun. In what? England. This is a particular country. We're not talking about just any old country. In England, So cross your little E out, put a capital E above it. Was who or what? It was William Shakespeare. We're talking about a particular person. So cross out your little W, put a big W above it, cross out your little S and put a capital S above it. The rest of this exercise you will complete on your own. And then look at remember E. Underline the verbs twice in the following sentences. Watch for verb phrases and compound verbs. You will complete that on your own as well. If your all your work will need to be turned in, but if you are coming to class the next day, don't tear out page 33 because we will need that for tomorrow. But remote students, once the other side of page 33 is completed, you will need to tear that out and put it in your packet to bring as well. All right, have your thinkers on and you guys will do well.